Hey guys, Aaron Classic Gamer. We just got back from a local video store. Yeah, we have a video store. It's 2019, pretty crazy stuff. Anyway, they're getting rid of all the last gen stuff. It looks like super cheap. Most of the games were 2 for $3 or $1.99 if you get them individually. So that's a great deal. You can't find that anywhere else. It seems to be in this day and age anyway. So went ahead and jumped on that and picked up 27 titles. We're going to go ahead and go through that real quick. It, like I said, 27 titles over 4 different systems. So the PS3, the PS4, Xbox 360, the Nintendo 3DS, and the Nintendo Wii. So we'll go ahead and go through the games real quick and take a look at what we got. We'll start up here with the Wii games here. We picked up Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Really cool game. I did own this in the past, but have since sold it. Glad to have it back in the collection. You're a bounty hunter. Yeah, of course, we're Samus Aran. Got to save the galaxy. Pretty cool stuff. Got to love this series. Yeah, it was in 3D. This was the third one. The fourth is coming out here not too long from now, hopefully next year on the Nintendo Switch. Then we have Prince of Persia, Rival Swords. Really cool series here. Played a lot of these on the PS2 and the Xbox back in the day. Of course, this has the motion controls. It just says ancient enemies, new ways to conquer them. So that should be fun to play. Looking forward to that. Then we have Mad World. This is a black and white game, totally, which is kind of weird, but it's got tons and tons of violence, so there is obviously blood. This is by Sega. This was back when the Wii was at the height of its glory and was known for a lot of kiddie games. So this was quite brutal. Actually, it was utilizing Havoc helped them out here, helped out Sega, and this is actually rated M for gore and violence. Definitely a lot of fun. I think I played it on a live stream on the channel. It'd be good to play that again. Next is a fighting game. It's Bleach Shattered Blade. Kind of a little known fighting game, also by Sega. So I believe it was an anime, I think it is. So, the TV series. So I guess it was an anime, yeah. Probably still is, but also published by Sega. Lots of cool Sega games for the Nintendo Wii. I'd have forgotten that. So pick that up. That'll be fun to play. Check that out for the first time. Of course, there's a legendary Red Steel game where you could utilize the Wiimote and utilize it as a sword, basically. It was almost one-to-one with the Wiimote, being able to utilize that as a sword very convincingly. It is 4 players. It says, your fate lies within your grasp. So that's by Ubisoft. Pick that up. I did play this before, but never bought the game, so really looking forward to that. And then also was able to pick up the sequel, and this utilizes actually requires the Wii Motion Plus. This was the first big game I remember that had that. Also by Ubisoft, of course, and this is even better, utilizing the samurai sword there. It says strike with deadly precision using a sword and a gun in the first game exclusively designed for the Wii Motion Plus. Experience the thrill of battles where your survival depends on your extraordinary accuracy. Designed exclusively for the Wii Motion Plus. So that'll be really cool. Like I said, played the first game, have never played the second, so that'll be a lot of fun. Another game I played back in I don't know, about 10-15 years ago was Destroy All Humans. Played that on the PS2, really enjoyed that. This is Destroy All Humans, Big Willie Unleashed. So it'd be cool to kind of check out how this series evolved a little bit onto the next generation of platforms. Of course, the PS2 kind of stuck around there for a little while, especially for budget games and things like that. This was by THQ, so I'll be able to play that. Big Sonic fan. Obviously, this is when the Sonic games were not of the best quality. I've never played Sonic and the Black Knight, but should be pretty cool. Sonic and a big sword. Sounds very interesting. Just says the next chapter in Sonic's storybook series following Sonic and the Secret Rings, which was a pretty good game. So we will wield a legendary mighty sword. Alright. Battling against our foes. So there's Sonic and the Black Knight. Another cool game I found was Soul Calibur Legends. And of course, Soul Calibur, I really love the series. Played several of those games on the platform there. And like the Dreamcast especially, the original one. And the GameCube for Soul Calibur 2. But this is actually an action-adventure game. So, of course, this is by Bandai Namco, so that'd be really cool. Big, expansive world. Be very interesting to see how this game plays. Then we have Battalion Wars 2. So Battalion Wars 1, I actually did play this, I think, on the channel, but not the second one. Be really cool to see how, again, this series developed on the Wii. So a lot of cool games from the last generation. Really looking forward to playing some of these. Next up here, we have a PS4 game. Not a big Call of Duty fan, but for the price, you can't complain. This is Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Activision game by Treyarch, of course. So lots of blood and guts, typical shooter, lots of zombies, multiplayer, campaign co-op. I played Call of Duty Black Ops 2 extensively on the Nintendo Wii, so be cool to check that out on the PS4. I usually play through the campaign, usually don't do the multiplayer, because they don't really change that much over the generations of games, it seems like, the Call of Duty series. So next up, we have some 3DS games. We have Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal. This should be pretty cool to play on the Nintendo 3DS utilizing the 3D mode. That was when it was still pretty popular. I got the new Nintendo 3DS XL. I'll be playing this on. It says more new adventures on the Wii U. This was also a game on the Wii U, so you can play through the story to unlock special upgrades in the Wii U game, so which was pretty cool. Really awesome graphics in this game is what I understand, so it'll be fun to play as Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails in this great adventure. Then Luigi's Mansion 3 is getting ready to come out this fall. I played a lot of Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, so I'm looking forward to playing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS. So follows the same premise. You're back in the mansion with your vacuum sucking up evil ghosts and so on and so forth, pretending you're a Ghostbuster. Well, kind of unofficial, I guess. It says catch ghosts and uncover secrets using new gadgets such as the Poltergust 5000, the Dark Light device, and much more. All right. Next, we go to the Xbox 360 games we picked up. I'm a big fan of the Phantasy Star series. Played the original 4 back on the Sega Genesis. Pardon me, the first one was on the Master System. Then played 2, 3, and 4 on the Sega Genesis. A lot of fun. Love those games. 4 is obviously the best in the series. And then the series went kind of dormant until we got to play Phantasy Star Online on the Dreamcast, which we put hundreds and hundreds of hours into. So this has the booklet with it. Obviously, they've shut down the servers since then. I never did play this on the, the Xbox 360. It was also on the PS2, so I'm looking forward to checking that out. Did pay a little bit more for that, but the Phantasy Star series has always been close to my heart, so I want to play that. Lost Planet 2. Played this back on the PS3 back in the day, but never finished it. So they did have a copy, but it was scratched up. So I went ahead and got the 360 version instead. Played a lot of Lost Planet 1. A lot of fun. Really enjoyed the demo for Lost Planet 2, and it got me to buy that game, and I played the hell out of it. And for some reason, I don't know what came along. This great Capcom game here. Let's see, what year did this come out? Not quite sure here. But anyway, the point being, something came out that pulled me away from this game, and I was never able to finish it. So kind of a bucket list game. Wanted to play it. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, kind of initially didn't get it because it didn't have Kojima in there, credited, you know, the fallout with Konami and all that. Well, that was years ago, and I played the epilogue, which was really, really cool. Enjoyed that. Too short, but definitely a ton of fun, and I was really looking forward to picking this up. Played Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3, I think it was. Probably put about 40 hours into that. A lot of tons of fun cinematics. I'll be looking forward to checking out Metal Gear Solid 5. This is a last gen version, but still should be really cool. Go to the other side of the camera here. And of course we have Destiny. Had that on the Xbox One and played it. Played pretty good. Enjoyed it. I played Destiny 2 on the PC. I don't have the game anymore. I lent it to a family member, never got it back, so I figured for $1.50, why not? Another game series I never really got into. I think Haze was going to have a Haze 2, but it never did come out. You have to fight your addiction. You have to inject yourself with some sort of weird, it's called Drug Nectar, which is weird, but it's also by Ubisoft. It's a first-person shooter. Tons and tons of action from what I understand. It was a really high acclaimed game back in the day, so never got to check it out, so I'll be looking forward to checking that out. Next we have Saints Row 4. Of course, Saints Row 5 is out now. I stopped playing at the third game in the series, so kind of like Grand Theft Auto, you get the third person kind of stuff going on in a way, but it developed into a huge action shooter, and I don't know, it's pretty wild. You have superpowers, I don't know. It reminded me of Grand Theft Auto back in the day when it first came out, but it definitely is quite the adventure. Never played the fourth one, so that should be cool. Sacred 3. I don't know anything about this series. Never played it. Kind of looking forward to that. Just kind of checking out what it is and seeing how it plays. It says, "Victory is ours, glory is mine." Looks like an action RPG. Definitely pretty cool visuals and stuff from I checked out online. So that should be fun to kind of check out the series. Might have to watch a little bit of the YouTube videos on the back series before I play that. Find out a little bit more about it. So PlayStation tried to do kind of a Smash Brothers, but for PlayStation, with all the different characters, and that was PlayStation All-Stars Battle. Definitely was a cool concept. Has all the PlayStation stars from your past that you could ever imagine, from Killzone and Jak and Daxter, and I don't know, all sorts of stuff. Crash, I think, is in this. It says the ultimate matchups, but just never really took off. But it'd be cool to kind of play as those characters. There's the BioShock character there. A lot of cool stuff. I don't know, Sly Cooper. Just be fun to relive all those different series and just see how the game plays. And of course we have the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Skyrim. This game has come out over and over again. It just got re-released on the Switch. It's been on PC, PS3, Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS4, all the different game systems, and it's because it's in a beautiful, beautiful game, amazing series. I played it on the 360 originally. Of course, never beat it. Probably won't beat it this time, but it'd be fun to relive the world and check that out once again. Next we have Dungeon Siege 3. Definitely a cool game by Square Enix. Born from legend to unite a legion. Really cool RPG, guys. You return to the kingdom to define your destiny within a dynamic story as one of 4 heroes. So you get to pick your hero there and go through an epic adventure. A lot of it is apparently what I understand in third person. So that'll be cool to kind of check that out. Never really got into the series, but most of the Square Enix games I really enjoy. Next is a BioWare game from kind of the golden age of BioWare there, Dragon Age Origins. This did have an expansion set disc. I'll have to check that out. It just says the Dark Fantasy Epic from the maker of the Mass Effect games is the Dark Fantasy Epic. You are Grey Warden, one of the last of a legendary order of guardians. With the return of an ancient foe and the kingdom engulfed in civil war, you have been chosen by fate to unite the shattered lands and slay the archdemon once and for all. So definitely a lot of cool downloadable characters and things probably that you can't use anymore, but it should be fun to jump into the series here and find out how the game plays, and if so, I might get the expansion pack. Of course, we talked about the Metal Gear games, Metal Gear Solid, this Metal Gear Rising, kind of a spin-off of the series here on the PS3. Cut what you will. Never checked out this game, so I don't really know much about it. It'll be fun to check it out and just see how it plays. Of course, this is by Konami. Next, we talked about this character earlier in the PlayStation Battle Royale from BioShock 2. I did play BioShock 1, never played BioShock 2. The undersea city of Rapture stands in ruins. Somewhere deep within, your little sister awaits. Once you protected her, and now, amongst hordes of genetically altered maniacs, she is your only hope for salvation. Sounds really cool, guys. Can't wait to play it. This was, of course, by 2K Games. Definitely a really cool series. Enjoyed the first game. Played it through to the end. A lot of fun. And talked about it earlier. Mass Effect 3. This is by EA. Mass Effect games, you could play the previous games and what you had done in the previous games. affected your games later on. So I did play this on the Xbox 360, the second one, all the way through. Lots of fun. Also by BioWare. Can't wait to delve back into this gigantic, awesome world again. A very cool RPG, guys. That's it. That is all 27 games. Tons of fun. This will probably keep me busy at least into, I guess, early winter. So tons of fun, lots of gameplay here. Can't beat the deal, guys. Anyway, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm going to go ahead and sit down and watch the rest of SummerSlam here in 2019. I think it's the 32nd year of SummerSlam. Got a lot of WWE, AEW, all that kind of stuff. Loving the wrestling scene right now. Don't know why I'm talking about it in the middle of this video, but why not? That's what I'm going to do the rest of my evening, guys. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and always peace and happy gaming.